Hi, my name is Damien, and this is your 30-minute class focusing on flexibility and balance. Today you're going to need a cleared space and a sturdy, armless chair. I'll be doing today's class barefoot. You're more than welcome to also do barefoot or in non-slip socks on a non-slip surface or in some flexible sport shoes. Have plenty of water close by, take water breaks whenever you need, and above all, work at your own pace, and most importantly, have fun. I'll be using the chair very minimally today, if at all, except for the stretches. 100% I'll be using them, but the chair. But you're more than welcome to use the chair for any exercise at any time if you so desire or so need. I'm just going to recommend you to try to use it as little as possible. Okay, so just for all sakes and purposes, I'm just going to put my chair over here to the side and take up cleared space. And let's start with a nice, easy warm-up. We want to get our muscles a little bit warm, our joints moving, so that we can really take full advantages of the exercises for balance and for stretching. All right, so stand with your feet in parallel stance. What that is that your feet are directly underneath your hips, your toes, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders are all pointing directly towards me. And from there, we'll step out a little bit wider than your hips. Bend your knees slightly, just a soft bend, and open your arms below your shoulders with your palms facing me. Swing your arms around and touch the sides of your back or your shoulders and have your right arm over your left. Swing your arms open and have your left arm over your right. Let's alternate sides. Notice how the bend in my knees is giving me a little bit more of a stable stance, and we're just letting the arms swing, trying to minimize or to avoid our bodies going forward and back like this, right? We want to make sure that our core is stable. So what is our core? Our core, just keep swinging, loosening it up, should feel good in your shoulders. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back to core. Your core is all of your muscles in your torso from your armpit to your hips. Front, sides, and back, and all around. The stronger that is, the more stable our movements are going to be. So let's focus on really keeping our core working, straight back, abdominals working, right? Front, side, and back. Ready? So let's bring our feet back to that parallel stance. So now our feet are in the same position. They're just directly underneath our hips. And let's take some arm circles low. Today we're going to be working with movements that are small, medium, and large. So here's our medium. Let's go kind of like in between medium and large. Good. And then let's go large. Woo! Okay, now here we go. Reverse that. Slow. When we take reverse it, make sure your arms don't go back, but just to the side and forward. Thumbs up, please. A little bit higher. Maybe shoulder height if you like. And then all the way up, reach, and bring it down. Let's start to march. Bend your elbows, thumbs up, and we're going to lift your right foot and place it down. Swing, lift the left foot and place it down. Now when we lift our foot and put it down, we want to go down toe ball heel instead of stomping down, right? So we want to go toe ball heel, down, down. Now let's see if we can pick up tempo. Woo. Nice. Keeping your arms here, in by your sides. Let's go. March. 1, 2, thumbs out to the side. 2, and march. Forward, 2, thumbs out to the side. If you like, you can turn your head like me. Let's go forward, 2, head to the right, out, and in, and forward 2, head to the left, and in. One more. Forward 2, head to the right, rolling through your feet, and forward 2, head to the left, and down. Good. All right, so we've got our legs, our core, our arms warmed up. Let's just step out once again. Place your hands on your hip, and we're just going to bend to the side, but keep your hips in between your in between your feet. Right? You don't want to shift one side like this or one side like that. So just one little bend here, making your spine grow taller as you come up, and one more to this side. And lift. Great. Okay, we should be a little bit warmed up now. Let's do some exercises. We're going to start, remember, low, medium, high, and then as high as you like. Okay? Parallel stance. Toes pointing towards me, feet underneath your hips. Bend your knees ever so slightly and give me a slight hip hinge, just a little one. I just want you to feel how your knees are in alignment with your toes. And then we're going to lengthen up, arms go low. Let's go a little deeper. Arms go a little bit further back, chest towards me. Remember, we're bending from our hips. Our back is absolutely straight. And then lift the arms a little higher. Let's go a little deeper down. Arms go back, chest opens. Bring your arms maybe shoulder height or a little bit higher. Thumbs up, please. And one all the way down. And all the way up and lengthen. Excellent. All right. Place your hands on your hips to start. Keep your parallel stance. Bend your knees. Shift your weight over to your left leg and slide your right leg out so your toe is barely touching the floor. Now from here, keeping your back straight, I want you to hinge a little bit forward with a straight back and then come up. Let's do the other side. Shift, then slide your toe out, hinge forward, and come up straight back. Let's go the other side. Let's see if we can lift our toe a little bit off the floor this time. You don't have to hinge a lot forward if you don't want to. And up. To other side. Reach, knee is in alignment with the toe. Hinge forward, hold this balance here. And two, you should feel your outer hip muscles working. Let's do one more, this time arms out to the side if you like, thumbs up. Lift the leg a little bit higher, hold this balance here. And up, good. One more, and side, arms, really stretch, hinge forward. Feel all of your standing toes on the floor, and come up, good. Nice, so these outer hip muscles are so important for balance, and we can very often find ourselves in a situation where we need to stop a fall, okay? Great, so, one of my favorites. Bring your feet a little bit closer together and lift your right heel up. Thumbs towards me, give me a small circle here. Now bring your toe to your ankle and give me a little bit bigger circle. Now bring your toe to mid-calf, making sure your hips stay level. Try not to hike your hips up like this. And lift your arms up, shoulder height. Now see if you can bring your toe closer to your knee. Even an inch up is good. Big arms and down. Let's do the second side. We'll have heel up, left heel up, low arms. Toe to ankle, little higher arms. Toe to mid-calf, little higher. And now toe to knee, hips are level, arms lift, and open, place your foot down. Great, okay. Step your feet out, right? Remember that parallel stance? We want to make sure that our toes are still pointing towards me, hips wider than your hips. We circle nice and slow. We're going to go over to the right, circle back to the left. Now this is one where the hips can move and then forward. Let's do 3 more. Where the hips can actually move towards the hip. We don't have to keep the hips directly in between the feet. And one more. And around. Good. Let's go other direction. Side, back, side, and forward. Side, back, side, and forward. 2 more. Side, back, side, and forward. 1 more. Side, back, side, and forward. Good. All right. Bring your feet back into a parallel stance, toes pointing towards me, and feet slightly closer together. Normally we wouldn't stand like that with your feet this close together, but today we're doing it as a balance challenge. All right. So now we have our palms up, arms are low, okay? And lift them up just a little bit. Lift your right heel up, put it down. Lift your arms a little bit higher. Lift your toe to your ankle. Put it down. Lift your arms a little higher. Bring your toe to your mid-calf. Place it down. Lift your arms all the way up and bring your toe all the way to your knee. Hold here. And lower down. Let's do the second side. Low arms. Lift them up a little bit and draw your elbows down as you lift your left heel. Lift your arms a little higher as you lower your heel. Let's bring your toe to your ankle. Place it down, arms reach a little higher. Bring your toe to mid-calf. Place it down, lift your arms all the way up, and drive your elbows down as you lift your toe to your knee, keeping your hips absolutely level, and lower down. Great. Shake it out a little bit. So this one we're only going to do 3. Keep your feet in parallel stance. So now our feet are directly underneath our hips, toes pointing towards each other. Hands on your hips. Step your right leg directly behind your right hip. So we don't want to go wide out here, and we don't want to cross this way either. So directly behind your hip, and you're just going to bend your knees slightly. So we just want to make sure the knees are in alignment with our ankles, and we're going to curl your pelvis towards me. You should feel a stretch in this hip, and your abs working, your legs working. Uncurl, lengthen your legs. Let's go a little bit lower. If you need to step back further to get down, you can do that, right? In fact, go ahead and do that now, just a little bit. Now lower a little deeper. This knee's pointing straight down, this knee's pointing straight to me. And pelvic curl, and uncurl, straighten your legs. Let's go a little bit lower. Pelvic curl, uncurl, come up, switch legs. Step your left foot back, nice big stance, only go down a little bit. Pelvic curl, and back. So we're getting a stretch and stability. That's why we're doing it slow today. Because I want you to feel, even though it might feel like strength, what's happening is that if you can hold these positions that long, you're building balance and stability. 2, little lower, wait, let's come up. And now let's go down. And scoop the pelvis under. Ooh la 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 la. Unscoop, stand, bring your feet together. Nice. Give it a little shake. Okay. Okay. Whew. Heels together, toes apart. All right. Hands on your hips. Bend your knees. Slide your right toe forward. We're going to do a circle around. This time we're going to do opposite arm. So bring your right arm forward and your right leg back. Swing it around, toe on the floor, switch arms. Let's lift it off the floor or barely touch the floor. And forward. Lift it up higher. Last one on this side. Bring it forward. Keep your back straight, don't lean forward. Together and stand. Woo! Other side. Bend, okay. Slide your left foot forward. Right arm forward. Keeping your foot on the floor, circle it around to the back. Left arm comes forward. Circle the leg around to the front, right arm comes forward. Let's lift the toes slightly off the floor. You can always put your toe back down. You can always also do this next to your chair and have a little bit more stability, okay? And one more, leg a little bit higher if you like. These progressions are all optional, okay? And together and stand. Woo! Good, shake that out. Boom. Okay. Step your feet out a little bit. Okay, a little bit wider than your hips. Okay. And hands on your hips. Remember those side bends we did in the warm-up? We're going to take that a little bit deeper. So try not to shift your hips from one side to the other. And we're going to bend to one side. And lift. Bend to the other side. And lift, just a little bend. Now see if you can do this with your hands on your shoulders. Bend or behind your head. Now grow taller in your spine. You'll feel your core, especially the sides, working. And bend. And lift. All right, one more. See if you can bring your arms high V. This one's the most challenging. So grow tall in your spine first, then bend to the right, reaching the arms, but shoulder blades are still down. And feel how your core is working to bring you up. That's good. Stretch and strength and stability. Good. Drive your right foot down. And open. Magnificent. Shake it out. Okay. This one, I'll give you the option to bring your toe low, medium, or high. Okay? So you can do all three the same. You can mix and match. I'll demonstrate all three with you, but you have the option to do them right away, low, medium, or high, your choice. Place your hands either on your hips or shoulders or behind your head. Lift your right toe to your ankle. Keeping your toe pointing towards me, twist your upper body, untwist. We're going to hold this balance. Bring your toe to mid-calf, keeping your hips absolutely level. Keep your knee towards me and twist the upper body. Untwist. Now lift the toe to the knee. Woo, we got one more. Twist. Untwist. Place your foot down and bend. Good. Hands, hips, shoulders, or behind your head. Lift your left toe to your ankle. Keep your toe pointing towards me. Twist. Untwist. Bring your toe to mid-calf. Twist. Toe, knee pointing to me. Untwist. Bring your toe to knee. Twist. Untwist. And lower down, bend your knees. Good, shake it out. Excellent. Woo. Okay. Keep your feet in parallel stance. We're doing amazing. Hands, once again, either hips, shoulders, or behind your head. Take your right foot and step directly behind you. Nice big split stance. Bend your knees. We're going to hold this here, both knees bent. Now without moving your knees, twist your torso. And come back, straighten your legs. Let's go a little lower. One, twist, untwist, come up. One more. This time as low as you can. Remember, challenge yourself, but still have control. Grow tall in your spine as you twist. Untwist, straighten, legs together. Beautiful. Let's do one more stepping back. Hands here, here, or here. Bend your knees a little bit. Both knees bent. Twist. Untwist. Come up. Bend your knees a little deeper. If you need to make your foot stance wider, like a bigger split stance, you can do that. Twist. Untwist. Straighten your legs. All right, let's go as low as we can together. And all the way down, straight back. Woo! And twist. Ooh la la. Untwist. And straighten. Good. Shake it out. Let's do stand this way. Your front leg steps behind you. Your back leg steps in front of you. Toes, knees, shoulders, hips, all pointing this way. Keep your back heel down. Toes pointing this way. Try not to turn out. Bend your front knee. Curl your pelvis forward a little bit. Okay, back is still straight, but your pelvis is forward. So you get a little stretch in the front of your thigh, back of your leg, and calf. Bend the front knee, bend the back knee, straighten, and bend, and straighten. One more, bend, and straighten. Good, stand up. Little mini stretch in between. Same thing, stand this way. Make sure your toes, knees, hips, and shoulders are all staying that way. Step back. Good. Right? Make sure the back leg doesn't turn out. It's easy to turn out the back leg, so just make sure that's not turning out. Hold here. I love doing this class barefoot because I feel I have control, right? My toes are so important. They're so little and they're so important. So try to get all your toes on the floor. Now we bend the back knee. And we stretch. And we bend. And stretch. And we bend. And we stretch, push that heel down. And come up. Nice work. Let's do one more pelvic curl. Feet a little bit wider than your hips, toes pointing towards me. Bend your knees and curl your pelvis towards me. And then uncurl, sending your tailbone back. And we curl. And we send it back. One more and curl. And back. That should feel wonderful on your lower back. Okay, great. All Alrighty, we've got a couple of more balance exercises before we do some really good stretches with the chair. So stay with me. We've come this far, right? Alrighty, so now we take, bend your feet are in parallel stance. Arms down by your sides. Bend your knees, hinge forward from your hips. Just little bend, little hinge. Reach your leg behind you on the floor and lift your arms slightly in front of you. Come up. Let's do the other side. Bend, hinge forward. Take this leg back, your left leg back on the floor. Reach your arms low and forward. Hinge back up. Your back is absolutely straight. So we're bending from our hip joint, not from our back muscles. Back and core is strong and straight. Okay? Here we go. Then, what are we going to do? We're going to go a little further. Remember, low, medium, high today. Just take the leg back, hinge a little bit more forward. Reach the leg off the floor. Reach your arms a little bit higher, more towards your shoulders. And then come up. Here we go, second side. Bend, hinge forward. Knees in direct alignment with the ankles and toes, right? We don't want to do this. We don't want to do this, right? Right? So keep your hips, as you send your left leg back, and you're hinging forward, your hips are pointing straight down like headlights, shining equally down onto the floor. Lift your back leg off the floor. Lift your arms maybe closer to shoulder height. Thumbs up, please. And hinge back up. Good. Okay, we have one more. We're going to go for our best one, okay? Bend your knees. Hinge forward. Now, see if you can lift your leg a little higher. See if you can get your back flat, parallel to the floor, and reach your arms all the way by your ears. Hold. And come up. Good. Let's do one more. Bend. Hinge forward. Take your leg back. Lift it up as high as you can. Right? Hinge forward. Reach your arms low, medium, if you like, high. Hip bones are pointing straight to the floor. And come up. Nice, and shake it out. Boy, we earned that one. All right, toes pointing towards me. Step your feet out wider than your hips. Now we're gonna turn our toes outwards. This one, our back stays absolutely straight. So I want you to feel like your spine is floating, lifting tall. Hands on your hips. Bend your knees directly to the side over your toes. Little. Lift your heels just a little bit. Lower down. And now straighten your legs, keeping your thighs and your feet turned out. But make sure that your knees don't lock back. Just slightly bent. Here we go. Let's go down a little deeper. Lift your heels a little higher. Lower them down. And straighten. One more. Let's go. All the way down, straight back, as low as you can. Lift your heels as high as you like. Go all the way up if you want. Lower your heels down. And straighten knees almost straight. Beautiful. Turn your toes in, turn your toes out, turn your toes in. Back to parallel stance. Okay. All right. So now let's go into some calf raises. Make sure that your foot, when you're up, doesn't roll on the outside like this and doesn't roll towards the big toe like that. Okay, we want to be as centered as we can. So let's just start here. Knees stretched, feet directly underneath your hips, toes to me, parallel stance. And we lift our heels slightly off the floor and lift your arms slightly forward and hold. And lower down. Now we lift a little higher. Bring the arms a little bit higher, maybe shoulder height. Hold. Lower down. Let's take this all the way up. Go as high as you like, right in the center of your foot. Lift your arms low, medium or high. Try to lift your arms without anything else moving. And lower down. Good. Shake it out. Let's grab our chairs. Take your chair, place it in the center of your space with the seat towards me, facing each other. Let's place both hands on the back of the chair, step off to the side just a little bit. Both hands on just enough for your knee to clear the chair. We're gonna hold here, and we're gonna go here. Keep, without moving your shoulders or hips, just open your knee and in. and open. Light touch or no touch if you like. 1, and in, place it down. Let's step to the other side. Okay, toes pointing towards me. You're just off enough to the side so you can keep both hands on the chair and lift your knee, clearing the chair. Hips are level. Open and close. Light touch, open and close. No hands, open and close and down. Good. Shake it out. Good. All right, walk around this way. Let's go this way today. Stand sideways, take your back hand on the back of the chair, okay? Take your front hand here, take your front foot, place it on the seat of the chair, and hinge forward. Now hinge back and straighten your front knee, hinge, and then you're going to lean forward with a straight back, so you're bending from your hip. And again, forward. A little bit dynamic stretch today. And then back, straight back. One more. And forward. And straight back. Nice. Come here, place your hands on the back of the chair and open your knee, allowing your foot to roll and hinge forward with a straight back. Come up and close the knee. Hinge forward with a straight back. Come up and close the knee. Should feel good. We're stretching that hip, getting a good back stretch as well. And come up. Good. Let's walk around to the other side. Same thing. Take your front leg, grab the back of your chair, place your foot. Should be, if you're on my side, it'll be your left foot now. Hinge forward, heel down. Hinge back, straight knee. Hinge forward. And back. And forward. And hinge back. Remember, we want to keep our back straight. Go a little deeper each time. Remember, the theme today, low, medium, high. Take your hands on the back of the chair, open your knee and allow your foot to roll in the chair and go a little bit forward. Hinge back up, close your knee. Maybe a little deeper this time if you like. Don't have to, but if you want to, go for it. And up. One more. And forward, hinge forward. Oh, good stretch here. Breathe and come up. Good, take your foot off the chair. Sit down facing me. Walk one foot at a time, this way. Boom, and we go. Place your hands on the seat of your chair and take your front leg and send it down. Shift your weight back. See how my hips shift from here to here? And now straighten your back leg. Good. Try to straighten your back without arching it, right? So you're gonna feel a little bit of a challenge. So we wanna tuck this pelvis forward. Grab the back of your chair, reach your front hand towards me, and keeping this knee stretched, I want you to imagine that your spine is like a spiraling staircase, spiraling upwards out of the top of your head. Here we go. Inhale, twist. Exhale as you arrive. Touch the back of your chair, rotate. Can you straighten your back knee a little bit more? Find that rotation. Untwist, hand down, bring your feet together. Let's walk one foot at a time, and then another foot over here. Take this foot back. Good, shift back on your chair, making sure that this heel is down. Okay. If you need it up because maybe the chair's too big or something like that, that's fine too, but try to get it down. It's better when you shift your weight back like I have right here. Grab the back of your chair, reach your front arm towards me, and remember that spiraling staircase? Let's go spiraling out of the top of the head. The spine is growing taller and rotating. Inhale, touch the back of your chair. Exhale, see if you can rotate more. Gently. And open, place your hand here, bring your feet together, and then walk one foot at a time to face me. Both feet down, hinge forward, stand. Inhale, bend your knees. Lift your arms, touch your thumbs, grow taller in your spine, and exhale. And finish. Well, that was amazing. That would complete our 30-minute class focusing on flexibility and balance today. I feel amazing. I hope you do too. My name is Damien. All we have to do is enjoy the rest of our day now. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.